Good road win for our team. I thought our guys were completely ready to play and had a lot of energy, had a lot of focus, and you could see it during the practice week. I mean, it wasn't a surprise that they played well. I'm not saying we thought the outcome was going to be what it was, but we felt that we had a great week of preparation in all phases, on the field, off the field, everything that goes into getting ready for a game. And all three phases played exceptionally well on Saturday. It was a tough environment. Autzen Stadium's a tough place to play. It's a great crowd. It's hostile, and so I thought our guys handled that very well. And it was good to see It was good to see us play our best football because we hadn't done that in the previous three games, and we were able to put together a complete game. And it wasn't perfect. We got things to work on. Kickoff coverage being maybe at the top of the list, but it was good to see the execution at the level that it was, and guys, flying around, having fun, and really enjoying themselves and playing hard and playing efficiently. So that was a positive. Congrats to Tom Hackett and Travis Wilson. They were both named Pac-12 Players of the Week, respectively, for special teams and offense. So that continues our string of Pac-12 Players of the Week, which is good. That means we got guys who are performing and doing some good things. So got the week off, got some downtime for the players, and get them a little bit rejuvenated. And we got a eight game stretch after this week. All Pac-12 games, obviously, Saturdays, all Saturday contests. So we got to get ready for the gauntlet and the grind that is the Pac-12, which begins, like I said, next week. Obviously, it already started with Oregon, but after the bye week comes at a good time, in the respect that when you add when you break the season in half and you consider that fall camp is the start of the season, it's right about the halfway point. Even though it's only 4 games into the season, total timeline-wise, it's about halfway, which is a good break for our guys right now, and we need to maximize the time during this break by getting healed up and getting our legs completely back and just getting ready for that 8-game grind, like I said. So, questions? Well, we felt good all week long. He was good in practice. He's still in pain. He's not 100% by any means, but towards the end of the week, it became apparent that he was going to be able to be the guy. He played exceptionally well. It was Travis's best game as a Ute. Right now, he's leading the nation in QBR, which is the QB rating quotient or index that is ESPN. They have a whole team of analytic guys and statistic guys and put a formula together, and it's really probably the best barometer of how you're playing as a quarterback. It takes into account your rushing, your sacks that you've taken, the throwing aspect of it, the competition level. I mean, there's just a whole extensive formula. And Travis is number 1 right now, and that's great. I mean, that's a big reason why we're 4-0 is the play of the quarterback. Not at all yet, but you are starting to get some perspective. Week 4 and 5, that's when you start to get a little bit of perspective, and you can, there's things there's comparisons that you can make, and some common opponents between teams and that type of thing. And so it certainly means more now than it did 2 or 3 weeks ago, but still we don't pay a whole lot of attention to it. We got our own goals and our own things that we want to accomplish, and we just got to take those on our own timeline and not worry about the external stuff. Well, it changes the whole dynamic of the offense. When Travis, he was so accurate and so good with his throws. Timing was great. Receiver stepped up. Scotty had a big game for us, and that loosens everything up for Booker and everyone else, in the run game. It makes us a complete offense is what it does. When we throw the ball like we did Saturday, it makes us a complete offense and not a one-dimensional offense. Yes and no. I mean, you go into every game, you got to win every game. Every game is you do what you got to do and what you need to do to win, and you don't necessarily hold back. Now, there's things you work on that maybe don't get dialed up in the first few games that you end up using later on, and we've had that fake punt greased up for the whole season now, and just this was the time that we felt was the right circumstances. And the pass that Devontae hit Covey on, we've had that in place. So I don't think you make a conscious effort to hold things back, and it's there's a endless bag of tricks. I mean, it's not like, okay, we've played all our cards now. I mean, you just keep working on new special plays and that type of thing. And so I guess the point I'm trying to make is no, we didn't feel like we were holding back things against certain opponents because we didn't need it to win. You know, you dial them up as the circumstances arise. You know, I get asked that question most years, and you know, about the bye and the timing of it, and all I can say is we try to make it a positive regardless of when it falls. And you have no control over when it falls. You know, if you had control and you could pick a spot, maybe you'd put it a little bit differently. But we try to make it as as positive as we can make it. You know, there's an argument that says, hey, you played so well, you'd rather just keep the momentum going and play the next week. But we have no way to change that. So we look at it in a different light and say, okay, we're going to make the most of it this way.